and scary little pee-pee. I didn't. So you Friday the 13th. So as I've gotten older, the gore, it just doesn't scare me.
No.
And I don't want to be scared. I want to be. So we watched The Grudge, and they're on a subway in a bus.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she shows up in the window.
Yes.
I didn't want to walk down my hall.
Yeah.
And I'm a pretty old guy
See,
at that.
I am so glad that movie scared the living shit out of me.
I did. What? Easy. Back up. Okay, there you go.
That movie scared the living shit out of me.
It did me too, really. I could not. And Tina's the same way. We didn't want to walk down our hall.
Right.
This one right here, we're like,
Right.
oh.
But
See,
let me
shit.
tell you one thing. I had the greatest experience of my life due to that movie. Because I saw it 3 times. My friend Trent, the guy who just got back, he was in the Marines. His mom was assistant manager of a movie theater. So like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, I was there every Friday. I saw every premiere, every movie that came out. Well, we saw The Grudge like 3 times. And like the second or third time we went, we ate pounds of popcorn. Oh, summer breaks.
Was that back in the day when it was actually real life butter and popcorn?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have no idea
Oh, my
how
God.
nasty that oil is they put in it. Oh, you don't want to know.
Okay.
And the fact that I have
It's
to ask for
orange
the
salt.
real popcorn salt. pisses me
Yeah.
off now, really.
The flavored.
I ask for it. Why do I have to add?
Just like regular salt, or you want that crappy orange weird shit?
Well, no, because now they crappy. So you have to actually ask for true pop.
Yeah.
I'm 43 years old. If I want to fucking die or seize up from fucking
Sodium overload.
I was the 80 movies guy. I was Breakfast Club. Bitch, I was there.
Fuck yeah.
So I want that popcorn right now.
Okay, so back to what I was saying is, like the second or third time, I'm sitting behind this little Asian woman, and it's coming up to that exact fucking scene, because that was the scariest scene in the whole damn movie.
I couldn't want not down those. That's close. Fuck no, because we closed it to watch the movie. I wasn't walking in the kitchen, let alone down the damn hall. Tina in flashlight, bitch, because she was strapped. You know, we ain't messing with that shit.
But we're sitting there, and I know it's
Strap
coming,
yourself down.
and I'm sitting there, and he's sitting. My friend Trent's sitting next to me, and he's looking at me, and there's this little Asian lady in front of me, probably, and you know how the seats are. They're stacked. They're stadium seats.
Normal Asian lady.
Little tiny little lady. So you know the stadium seating. So like when you're sitting, her head's probably like 1.5 feet below where my top of my head is. Well, it's coming up to that scene, and right as it comes, I scream and kick the back of her seat, and her head becomes level with my head. She was at least a solid foot out of her chair, jumped, and bolted. I mean, bolted. Greatest moment of my life.
That is a whole $8 wasted.
That was hilarious.
No, the worst part of that movie was the shower scene where she's coming out of the back of the
I
head.
agree.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
that gets
God.
worse when you do people's hair, and that's what their head feels like.
Gross.
You actually like rub the back of their head, and they have those like bumps, and it's kind of like a braid kind of situation. No, people's heads feel like this.
See,
Working with the public is fun.
no matter if it's just comedic effect or what, I've completely sworn off horror movies because I live alone now. I don't
have
want.
to walk down that hallway
Yeah,
at night.
exactly.
He does.
I do not want any type of influence whatsoever.
I get
So,
the
but wait, so you're watching one though.
He had before
All right,
he
so
moved in.
you're home tomorrow night and you're watching one.
Yeah.
So, gore gonna scare you? Seeing, we're
No,
just gonna cut
no.
your arm off here.
No, that just grosses me out.
All right,
but,
it's not. You're
it's-
gonna be able to go to sleep.
It's
right?
that's not a problem.
But
It's
that-
the
It's those
One-
eyes peeking through that door.
yeah,
Exactly.
I remember when, what was it, American Werewolf in Paris?
Yeah.
Or no, in London.
In
It was
London.
when I watched American Werewolf in London. The very end where they actually show the thing, it's in that back alley, and you look and all you see are those red fucking eyes.
And this
I was
sticks with you,
I was a kid, and I was terrified
See,
to walk down the hallway so
Did
bad.
any of y'all ever see House on Haunted Hill?
You can't see
No.
it, but there was a fist bump right there. Well, I'm still trying. Okay, we're good.
House on Haunted Hill?
Yes.
Anybody?
Yes, yeah.
I saw that in theater. I hid behind the seat for the last 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I was probably 9, scared the living hell out of me.
But it wasn't
That's
blood. It wasn't blood and gore.
It was
just fucked with
psych.
your mind.
Yeah, but back to his little red eye thing. Growing up, I grew up in this trailer park, right? And what backed my trailer park was basically a pasture. It was a dude's pasture. It had a lot of fucking trees though, but not so many trees that you couldn't see to the other road at night.
We should get bring out to sponsor us. Okay.
But, not like there was a lot of trees, but it wasn't so thick. Like because there was a road that backed it.
It was like wintergreen flavor. What the hell's
It's
in
that
that thing?
cinnamon.
It's the same
fucking
thing you smoke,
big
but not
nuts.
strawberry.
Cinnamon.
It's
Yeah.
big red flavor.
It's like big bread, fire and ice.
It literally is fire and ice from that DFW vapor.
Oh, it is. It's
Yeah.
almost like the red. Oh God. Back in the day when I was a
Go
kid.
back to e-cigarettes.
Apparently, I need to.
Okay, so but there was
okay, wait.
a
no,
road.
No, wait. Okay, so.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Okay,
And go.
so-
Okay, so it wasn't so thick that like there was a road that backed it and you could see like the headlights and stuff. It wasn't like there's a lot of trees, but you could see through. Well, growing up, they always told us there was a witch back there. And she had red eyes, and that's when you knew. And you had it was basically a big circle.
It was
and it
the
looked like a
Blair
giant.
Witch.
It looked like a giant fucking Q. Right. If you looked at it from the top, it was a big circle, and there was a little tail that split off, and that whole back area backed those woods. And one of our friends lived on the house at that back area.
Right.
So we're sitting there, and we're just walking back to the house, and all of a sudden, Trent, the guy, the big military, he's a Marine now, and he sees something and swears up and down that's the witch. Well, everyone gets freaked out then. Absolutely everyone. So everyone just bolts into this kid's house at 9 o'clock at night. Streetlights are coming on. Time to get home. His mom flips the freak out, calls every one of our parents. We get in shit all because he saw some red eyes.
Okay, well, let's go with our wood background here. You grew up going to the woods.
Okay, now I grew up on 10 acres
Okay.
in the backwoods of Missouri, half woods, half plain, and I
Did you
remember.
actually admit that you were from
Shut
Missouri?
up. Yes.
Misery.
Probably
he
close.
does. He
Probably.
is so effing proud of
And,
it.
and he even added backwoods.
Yes.
Probably somewhere
Yes.
around Meth Mountain. I don't know.
Oh, you
No, but
Missourians.
I remember when I was a kid, I watched a documentary on the chupacabra.
Oh, yeah.
I did not go into the woods for months.
Okay, so am I the only
They're
motherfucker?
right there.
Yeah,
No, I'm not going.
So was I the only motherfucker who was not scared of the woods? Because
No, we weren't scared of the woods. We were scared of what was in the woods.
Yeah.
No, because the woods make noise, guys. Come
Yeah,
on.
no, it's not the noises. It's the flapping wings, the howling, blood-curdling
You never
scream of a
had a
chupacabra.
You never had the bat fly at your head.
Yes, I have had a bat fly at my head, and it was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, we used to have bats in Missouri. They were around the
Nasty.
street light. They would always
Nasty
come out at night.
motherfuckers. I laugh when I see girls with like bat tattoos. I'm like, you've never had a bat fly at your head there, princess. Like, are you dumb? No, bats are nasty.
Well, bats are alright. It's those fucking spiders.
No, bats are nasty.
They don't bother me.
Hello?
So,
Hi.
I'm not sure. Oh, there I am.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm
telling you, duct tape that shit.
So, Clark, you
So the
grew
first-
up in the backwoods. How do you feel about bats and then
What?
the Blair Witch Project? How the noises scared the city kids?
okay. You asked me like 2 questions there.
Okay, well, we're laying them out. So we're talking about bats first.
Well, no, let's go with Blair. Blair
Blair
Witch
Witch.
Project
Let's go with old Blair.
was awesome. I mean, what? A
Was it awesome
complete
because you
brilliant
lived in the
brain cell.
woods
It was.
and you weren't scared of
What?
that kind of shit?
No.
I moved from here in 1984. We went from here to Asheville, North Carolina. I don't know if you know about Asheville, North Carolina,
My
but it's
uncle
in the
lives in
middle of the
next to
Smoky
Asheville.
Mountains. Forest, fuck me, forest.
forest, fucking forest.
No, there's mountain people out there because my uncle lives out there.
Oh, I
Mountain
worked
people.
at one of the big grocery store chains. I can hear that, by the way. Hello? There you go. One of the big grocery store chains, it was called Ingles. So that was one of my first jobs. I was a bag boy. Back when you could make tips, biatches.
Right.
There
No,
was those
Pam's
people
not
that like 2 or 3 days before Thanksgiving. Still, this was 1984. came down out of the mountains once a year to buy their shit. Beverly Hillbillies, Jed Clampett. But the thing about it was, you took their shit out, and they would tip you $100.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of pelts, man.
They were selling moonshine love.
Word.
So we moved up there, and I'm a horrible person.
Aren't we all?
We talked about this earlier. I swear it's on tape. There wasn't dick to do where I grew up, so we walked. A lot of woods. We were in a neighborhood, but there was 4 or 5 acres
Between
Each, yeah, that's how mine was.
So all the kids, we'd get together and we'd walk.
forever.
So the young chicks in the neighborhood, we would take them into the woods.
Yeah.
There was some pretty fucking scary woods. That's for another show. Actually, we've done this like 15 years ago. We'll go to archives and do that, like to start your next show or something. But some scary ass woods, we'd take them in there and intentionally,
Scare them.
Yeah. It wasn't a seance, it was a seance.
Bow, bow,
Bow, bow. But
There's more to that song.
yes.
Bradley is
We
a-
just wrote it. Did you not hear it?
Bradley
Copyright
is the
right there.
Hell.
Bradley is the preview porno man. He doesn't get far past that.
I saw something from DeFranco.
Hey.
You guys were talking about it earlier.
The 70
It-
minutes
it's
of
like-
porn is like 100 gallons of ice cream with no refrigerator. I love that
It's
quote.
just ridiculous. Why do we need 70 minutes of porn?
No, you can do just fine with the 5-minute preview.
5
See?
minutes. It's like 2 minutes and 13
Bradley.
seconds. Are you kidding me?
I like to take my time and enjoy it. Light some candles, put some lotion on. Lavender.
Do you not do it with lotion? Like you just spit on yourself? That'd be awkward.
No,
Just dry rub it.
yes.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It just
All right.
means you don't know how to do it right.
So
Yeah.
here we go.
I make my own moisture, thank you.
And at this point, we leave. Take two. Take two. Take two.
What are you talking about? We just got to the interesting part.
It's like 27 minutes. You guys were rocking.
That's forever.